Well, it's time to take a look inside this. You can try to pronounce that name. Particle Mass Monitor, Series 1400. This is part one of 3 pieces of equipment, and I don't have the other 2 pieces. There would be a very large control box instead of a piece of wood underneath this. And up top here would be a filter to limit the size that you want to measure.
Okay, I'm going to voice over most of this. This whole video turned into a disaster. Essentially, I did pretty well everything wrong. That box there had 2 Allen screws at the front, 2 at the back. And I'm like, how do you get at the ones in the back? Eventually I did. But what I needed to do was actually remove the part to the right first. You'll see eventually, I'm fast forwarding all of this. At the very back, there's this big screw, and I needed to turn it. That would have released the back of that column that goes up. Then take off the 4 screws at the top, and then that would have just all lifted out so nice and easy, and then I would have been able to get a screwdriver in and take off the power supply much simpler. I'll be showing all these parts near the end of the video, let's just disconnect that. That there is actually a heater. It's a 150 watt heater because this thing had to be kept at constant temperature. You can't see it right now, but you'll see it later. But okay, here's my attempt at removing this before I realized I needed to approach it from the back. I go to the top. I pull off the boot. I pull off the outer sleeve. Yeah, right. Okay, it's still not. Hey, wait, this thing isn't actually totally connected tightly. Ah, there's a screw. I turned it. And then I pulled the thing out.
Well, this is starting to get more manageable for the bench. But I think, this is how you get at the filter there. Pretty neat. I think what I need to do is release this one here. Oh wait, no, those are push. Come on. Okay. That looks like for temperature.
Okay, I popped it open. That's where the filter went. I'm removing some of that and exposed another Allen screw. That spring is very tight, so I wanted to protect my fingers while doing this. Then I realized actually there was another Allen screw at the far end, took it off. At this point, I could now pull out the outer housing, which would then reveal another inner housing. But that one actually then just slipped off quite nicely, and it's getting a bit more manageable for the bench. Yeah, I decided to take a break. This video has not been going well. So what I'm going to do is make it a bit easier, take out these 3 Allen screws, then that way I can disconnect those connectors. Come on, get out. There we go. Just trying to reduce some weight on this and size so that it's easier to handle. That blue area, I kind of thought that there'd be more electronics in there. It turns out if there is, I couldn't see it. But it could be pretty small, and there were wires I couldn't get at. So let's just take off the last of these. And then what I'm going to do is start disassembling this and taking those springs out. The springs aren't under a huge amount of tension when the lever's down. But when you do go like that, there's actually a fair amount of force there. So, going after the first spring there. Nope, that tool didn't work. Okay, this one does. Need to keep my fingers away from the sharp end of the spring because it is still a spring and it did pull back quite nicely there. Get rid of the second one. And now it's just a matter of going after all the screws and then pulling this thing apart. But I decided I would try to remove all that blue foam to see if I could see more. I didn't realize, or I didn't remember, there was two sets of screws on each side, so just cutting the one free wasn't going to do too much. But I have the technology. I just need to find my sharp knife. That one. It's the one that I used to do for using some woodwork. Now, though, it is great for removing this type of stuff. So we have a cylinder with more orange tape around it. Looking it over, there's a screw there, two up at the top. And since I'm doing a voiceover on video that's sped up, sometimes with Power Director, it doesn't line up what I see when I'm talking. So if it's out of sync a tiny bit, oh well, not much I can do with it. And I did want to reduce this. This video would have been closer to 45 minutes long if I didn't use a speed up and voiceover. No, that piece doesn't pry off. It's actually a white washer. To get it apart, you need to use brute force. Yes, that's starting to look better. And once I actually try to pull it apart a bit more, the parts start coming apart quite nicely and can even reach in and pull out some of the... So I'm going to actually try to remove these two Allen screws from the base of this. Now the one wants to comply. The other one doesn't. But once I get that out of the way, I take my highly expensive Allen key, insert it, turn it, and it snaps. Oh, that was not a high quality product there. Okay, maybe if I use another part of it, I can... Oh no, that snapped too. That's pretty good brittle metal. So if you see that type of set, you might not want to buy it. Oh well. And I didn't have another one that would fit. Let's see what's on this end then. It did not come apart willingly. I had to actually drill this one out, only to find out that all that's in here is that. Oh well. So that's it for that piece. I can't get the... Better put that to the side. I can't get to this one because I don't have one of those. Not now, I don't. There must be another sensor right here. Let's see if we can get at that one. Oh, that came apart easy. Why do I suspect that? Oh, it's potted in. That's not going anywhere. What do we have on this side? Better cut those.
See if I can see what type of sensor they have. Oh, it looks like it's a magnet, actually. Oh, no. That's part that I drilled out. Can't really see anything down there. Oh well, not wasting any more time on that. So, I better clean it up before I pull the board over. So hopefully I have better luck with this piece. So, this is different. Oh, I bet you this is actually a heating unit. Yeah, I know, you're seeing the back of my hand. The only way to do it. Yeah, this is kind of cute then. This here is going to be a heating unit because everything's got to be kept at more or less constant temperature in there. Let's see if this will come out apart easily. If so, I've got myself a very fancy heating unit. Oh, okay, so this is probably a thermal shut-off. Should it get too hot. And that's pretty okay. Oh, there's some writing on it. Woohoo. It says Tempco A93-20, 150 watt, 240 volt. That's pretty impressive. Haven't seen one of those before. Then we've got a fan, and that's it for this unit. So we only have left is the board. And where are my snips? There's one. There's two. There's three. There's four. Disconnect the fan. Disconnect the... Okay, that was the fan. Oh, they've got another temperature sensor here going to the board. So that was the temperature sensor, and this was fan power. So let's see, there are LM348, two of them. DV204, I'll put the specs in the corner if I find it. TL, oops, there you go. TL074ACN. Some resistors. Something that is potted. And that's solidly potted. Oh well. And over on this side we have, oops, there we go. LM79M05, so negative 5 volts, and we have a 780-12 here. Got lots of test points. Okay, well, that's it for this thing. Most of it is going to go into metal recycling. I have no use for a box that big. This is kind of neat for a heating unit. As for what is in here, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull off all the tape off camera and we can see what sensors are here. Well, like the rest of the video, the tape This is going poorly. I'm gonna guess this was almost like a thermal tape. It's just falling apart. It's easier to just cut it and then peel it off. There we go. Okay, there's a thermal sensor there. Not sure on this one here. It almost looks like it could be a little heater. Come on. Yeah, I wonder if that's actually a little heater. Yeah, that's what my bet is on this. This is a heater. And the rest of these are probably going to be repeats. Yeah, you can see the heat tape right there. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Okay, more heat tape going up. Come on, comply. But yeah, there's just another. Oh, okay. Not sure what that is. If I can figure it out, I'll put it in the corner, and I'll bet that there's just another one over here. So, what did I get out of this except frustration and a lot of exercise? That's metal. I'm going to actually keep that and the outer case, which I'm not throwing on the bench, for a little while. I'll definitely keep this even if I don't keep the case. I got a fan out of it. Well, the salvage place gets some metal there. I get a board, which really I have no use for. This heater, though, actually is quite interesting. 150 watts with its own regulator. That's definitely a keeper. But this video did not go as planned. Oh, I also have one of these, and I will keep the other part of that. Oops, let's bring it in the picture. I might pick up a new Allen key so I can get at this one and eventually see what's inside here. Don't have too much use for that though. I think that's all metal in here, so off to the recycle it goes. But this video took way too long, and there were way too many errors, and my coordination was horrible today. So I think it's just time to finish this one off and post it for tomorrow. Have a good one, and bye.